Hello friends, I'm Colin, and I just wanted to pop on real quick to give you all an update. Not doing a voiceover or anything this time because, well, I thought that would save me time, my last video, and not really. Not really. I just got home from work, I got stuff to do, but I just had to get on here and talk to you guys because did you see this shit? If you can't see the screen, I'm gonna have to mute this, but there's a song playing and the lyric is "Everything's okay," and Anna is just going around to all these medical professionals and they're all lip syncing it. And yes, it's just as silly as it sounds. They don't pay these people to be actors. If you haven't been keeping up, good old GlitterAndLazers is getting surgery for her lipedema. Sorry to everyone in her comments and in my comments who thought she was having weight loss surgery, because that is absolutely not what's happening here. I mean, she has said herself that all the fat on her body is lipedema and bariatric surgery wouldn't help. She's getting liposuction with Dr. David Amron at a place called the Roxbury Institute in Beverly Hills. And normally this isn't something I would blab too much about because someone's medical provider is no one else's business, but I had a feeling from the start that Anna was going to be talking about it in depth and a lot. And lo and behold, did you spot it? Did you notice it? The hashtag ALT ambassador is in the caption of that video. ALT stands for Advanced Lipedema Treatment, which is the kind of program run by Dr. Amron. And like, Anna has talked about being an ambassador for other companies like Starbucks, right? So to me, it sounds like this center is like sponsoring her surgery, right? Like they're paying for it. I know we aren't really surprised, but like, this is wild. So I have mentioned a couple times that I thought I knew who Anna was seeing. And actually my most recent and most confident guess was Dr. Jamie Schwartz. Obviously incorrect, but Dr. Schwartz is also associated with Dr. Herbst, who was my first guess. But actually someone in the comments had told me Dr. Herbst was no longer seeing patients. And I believe that might have been true at the time of that video, but I noticed something when I first watched this reel. I was like, oh, wait a minute, I'm already following the Advanced Lipedema Treatment Instagram account. And why? Well, you'll never guess who just became their head of research.
Most excited and proud about this announcement. Dr. Karen Herbst has joined the Roxbury Institute and the ALT program as the Director of Diagnostic and Preventive Medicine for Lipedema, as well as the head of research. We have known each other for over 10 years in the lipedema community, great things together.
Yes, we are. I cannot wait to collaborate with my patients again at the Roxbury Institute.
Anna even mentions Dr. Herbst by name in the caption of this cheesy-ass reel. Here's what the caption of the reel says. I've decided to have surgery to treat my lipedema, and I'd love for y'all to meet my surgery team at David Amron, MD, Lipedema Liposuction Surgery, and Dr. Sean Moshrefi, Plastic and Reconstructive Surgery, at the Advanced Lipedema Treatment, ALT, at the Roxbury Institute. When I made the decision to have surgery, it was a long and thought-out process involving multiple doctors, assessments, and research. No Oxford comma. I chose my team because of their years of experience and dedication to studying the disease. I wanted a practice that actively wanted to be part of advancing the awareness and research of this condition. Candidly, I was looking for a doctor that would work with me to document a stage 4 procedure to help educate not only other medical professionals, but also future patients. Also, my obesity specialist did a little background research and recommended that whomever was associated with the literal legend that is at Dr. Karen Herbst was the way to go. The reason I chose surgery now is because my body was screaming at me to do it. I was not losing any more weight despite doing everything I should be doing. I was starting to see old pain return and new pain show up for the first time. I also became very aware of how my range of mobility in my knees and shoulders was significantly starting to decrease. I met with every doctor on my medical team and everyone agreed the time was now. Putting off the surgery would only lead to a greater chance of complications and more pain for me. Whoops, I missed reading the last paragraph. Tomorrow's the big day, and I'd be lying if I didn't say I was scared. That said, I can do hard things. Heck, I have done hard things. This is just another hard thing to conquer on my journey to becoming my best self. I feel incredibly happy to be supported by such an amazing team. I also hope sharing my journey so publicly will be able to help others get diagnosed and maybe even pursue this treatment themselves. Thanks to the ALT team for allowing me to film and share this journey in such a raw and authentic way. Hashtag Lipedema Gal? G-A-L? Is that Glitter and Lasers? Huh. Hashtag ALT ambassador, hashtag lipedema, hashtag surgery. I just love how she said in such a raw and authentic way, and I guess we saw an example of her being raw and authentic. There's a lot to unpack there, but I honestly don't have the time to do it. I mean, once again, the reiteration that she's done everything that she possibly could to lose the weight, and she hasn't been able to because of lipedema, da-da-da-da. Like, again, I want to say, I do honestly believe she probably has lipedema. One of the, hallmarks of lipedema is pain, and the other is the disproportion, and I think we can all see the disproportion, and I believe her when she says there's pain. That being said, what we're not going to do is pretend that all of the fat on her body is lipedema. So yeah, I was also familiar with Dr. Amron. Like I said, I already followed his not his Instagram, but I followed the Advanced Lipedema, Advanced Lipedema Treatment, ALT. I had run across him a few times while I was doing my research for the fabled lipedema video, and he is no stranger to advertisement. I just watched a podcast interview he did today. I watched it today, he didn't do it today. And he was talking about, I believe, a television appearance he made a long time ago.
Then years later, I was on one of the television shows, these makeover shows in Europe with Paul Nassif, my ex-partner. He was doing facial plastics, I was doing all the lipo, and I was highlighted doing a lot of calf and ankle liposuction patients. It aired in Europe, and all these patients from Europe started coming over from England and France saying, Dr. Amron, I have lipedema. I want you to do my legs and make them look beautiful. And I'm thinking, lipedema? I'd never really heard of this condition. And started realizing all these patients that I was doing really had lipedema for over 12 years before. And that's kind of what got me into it.
But suddenly, after this television appearance, there were lipedema patients from all over the world who wanted to come see him and have him perform this liposuction. So he's been in the game for quite a while. I only really feel comfortable being kind of sassy about everything because I honestly believe Anna is in good hands. I have confidence that Anna will be okay, but I don't necessarily agree with everything Dr. Amron says. He thinks the BMI is antiquated, and he clearly buys into the idea that Anna isn't able to lose any more weight. As many issues as I have with Anna saying these things herself to her audience, I think her medical team has been just as guilty of feeding into the delusion that she has no more weight that she could lose naturally. It's all lipedema, and she's clearly very healthy. She eats right and exercises. It's just all this lipedema. Those are all things that I've heard Dr. Jamie Schwartz say too, and he is heavily associated with Dr. Herbst as well. And he's also performed liposuction on at least one lipedema influencer as far as I can see. So I think my guess was decent. Maybe I get half a point for originally guessing Dr. Herbst. I really have no stake in any of this. I just like to be right. Now, I would be remiss to not show you everything else she's been posting while we're here.
Hi, my name's Anna, and if you're new here, I have a condition called lipedema, and in 2 days, I'm having lipedema removal surgery. And today we're shopping for everything I'm gonna need post-operation, so let's go. I have very specific instructions from my doctor of what I need to wear, which is weird to have an underwear prescription, but I really do. I have to wear black thong, so let's go. I instantly found exactly what I needed, which are these thongs, and they look really comfortable, and I hate thongs. I have black for the actual procedure, and then I can wear whatever color I want for pre-op, so I chose hot pink because why not? I had everything I needed, and then some things I didn't need, but you know what? I'm stressed out. I'm allowed to buy whatever I want. It's therapy. So we got everything we need except for butcher's broom. I don't even know what that is. And L-arginine. Also don't know what that is. I also have prescription medications, but we got mostly everything. Like a bougie health store for the others. I have to buy a blanket, and the reason I have to buy a blanket is because you ooze. You ooze a lot of fluid, and you essentially ruin your bedding. So the idea is to have another blanket down there, so you ruin the cheap blanket versus your nice bedding. Fully aware how gross oozing sounds, but it's basically a release. It's not bad, it's just part of the process. Okay, I have not found a blanket yet, but I did find this cup, and I do need one because I have to drink pretty much only electrolytes for the first couple weeks after surgery, so I needed something to mix them, but I still need to find a blanket, and obviously I'm getting distracted. I found the perfect blanket. This is $15, and I'm gonna destroy it with my body juice, so it's exactly priced where it should be. Because I haven't been sleeping, my brain's a giant slush bunny, and I left my credit card in the car. My friend brought me my card, so shopping's done now.
Honestly, I'm just surprised Anna would show her face in a Target again.
Get this in. There's a Target person like right across the way, and I'm just having to pretend like nothing's happening.
But then again, she's in California right now, not Texas, so... You think Target has a rogues gallery? Like Scientology? I'm also a little puzzled by all the vitamins she's getting. Some people do need supplementation of certain things, but like, what is all that for? I don't understand. I don't know if I've ever heard of someone needing like a bunch of vitamins after surgery. Y'all have to let me know in the comments if you've ever heard of that kind of thing. And of course, there's a story she just posted today. I also found out she's been posting a lot of these on her TikTok, so they're a little bit more permanent than I thought they were. Well, as permanent as any Glitter and Lasers video can be. And if you thought the first reel was cheesy, get ready.
My name's Anna, and I have lipedema, and tomorrow I'm having lipedema removal surgery, and I'm going to my pre-op appointment right now, so let's go. And yes, I have a thong on, and yes, I hate it. It's getting surgery, darling. We're about to do my consult. This is Dr. Amron. He's going to be doing my surgery, so we're going to go get everything ready now. Obviously, we're going to be focused on, medical treatment versus a vlog. This is my plastic surgeon.
Yes.
Dr. Mosraki. He's really cool.
Thank you, thank you.
Tell the ladies, are you single? Ooh. Now we are taking photos so we can see how my body looks before and after the various surgeries I'm gonna have, so that is what this is. The last part of my pre-op prep, which is signing off on my surgery. This is Evelyn, and we're gonna go do that now. So I'll see you guys tomorrow for surgery.
Not her outing this poor man's situationship. Cringe culture may be dead, but Anna is trying her darndest to revive it. And okay, we can laugh at how goofy these videos are, but if I'm being real with you, this whole thing kind of gives me the willies. First of all, there's the dystopian nature of presumably having your surgery paid for in exchange for an advertisement. That's just the American healthcare system, baby. But more importantly, isn't it strange to advertise surgery at all? To me, it's just as weird as advertising medication, which is legal here in the US, but still, I don't think that should be legal either. If you need medication or surgery, your doctor should be the one bringing it up. But lipedema is a little more complicated, right? A lot of doctors don't know it exists or believe it exists. Even Dr. Amron himself said he had never heard of lipedema when he had all these patients coming to him for liposuction. He was just a cosmetic surgeon in Beverly Hills, but he threw himself into studying how to do this liposuction technique, and now he actually trains other surgeons to do it. Lipedema surgery has almost become kind of a little cottage industry in plastic surgery now. And since Dr. Amron has been on television before, I guess it's not that much of a surprise that he would let an influencer advertise for him. I don't know if I call that unethical, but I would call it a little gross. In the comments of the first reel, he said, "This is going to be an epic partnership," which would be cheesy enough coming from a corporate partner, but coming from a surgeon is just weird. What do y'all think? Are you surprised by this partnership, or did you also see it coming from a mile away? I mean, it's Anna. If she could monetize it, then of course she will. I mean, didn't she literally mention, yeah, candidly, I was looking for a doctor that would work with me to document a stage 4 procedure to help educate not only other medical professionals, but also future patients. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm cynical, but I'm a little skeptical that she's mostly concerned about educating people. Either way, no matter how I feel about Anna's silliness, I really wish her well. I hope her surgery goes smoothly. I hope her recovery is a breeze. Alright y'all, I love how I said in a previous video that I didn't have time to post once a week. And I think this is like my third video this week. Please don't get used to that. Anyway, I gotta go make dinner, and I gotta cut up a watermelon, and that's a whole ordeal. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you next time.
Hi, my name's Anna, and if you're new here, I have a thong on, and yes, I hate it.